Pakistan's political instability. The Pakistani political system has always protected the interests of elites. Although political leadership has been the representative authority, they failed to raise hope for a democratic state that would provide socio-economic justice to all Pakistani citizens. The political leadership failed to create harmony on the national language, the role of Islam, provincial representation, and the division of powers between the center and the provinces, delayed the constitution and postponed general elections. In October 1956, Pakistan came out from its infancy, a consensus was built, and the first constitution of Pakistan came into force. The experience of democratic government was short but not sweet. In October 1958, Gen Muhammad Ayub Khan easily staged a military coup. The political paradigm shifted during the 1960s and 1970s, where class, revolutionary, politics was replaced by authoritarianism as a result of the influx of capital and urbanization. Industrial workers, student unions, and middle-class socialist ideology emerged here. Class politics, however, was short-lived when it was replaced by Antonio Gramsci's common-sense politics in the 1980s, in which the lower classes of the society are also stakeholders. To counter the industrial class struggle of the 1960s, Zia furnished Pakistan with political religious parties and a place in politics through the street mosque culture within the power structure. For 4 decades after Zia, the Pakistani political scene was a hybrid of PML-N and PPP patronage and intellectual politics. Once again, the landscape of Pakistan's politics has changed when the poor and the educated are uneducated, devoid of critical thinking skills, and who are influenced by anti-American and anti-establishment rhetoric. Anti-establishment and anti-American sloganeering has breathed new life into Khan's April 2022 lows towards the end of his nearly 4-year rule. More than the dismissal of the PTI, there is public resentment over the return of the previous government, which was accused of corruption and nepotism. This resentment towards the PDM has been well cashed in by the PTI leadership, even though it has little knowledge of its linkages with the geopolitical, geostrategic, and geoeconomic realities of the contemporary international system. The PTI leadership dreams of a utopian world which is far from reality. This is a dream that has been shown to the people of Pakistan. At present, PTI chief Imran Khan's popularity chart is skyrocketing due to the PTI's constant tussle with state institutions, including the establishment, but the leadership strategy poses huge challenges in the field of foreign policy and security. People have hopes and are calling the Azadi March a turning point for Pakistan. Even the blind can see the political engineering to bring PTI to power in 2018, as it is the history of democratic regimes in Pakistan. Pakistan can emerge as a strong state and nation only when the socio-cultural trends of intolerance, exclusivity, nepotism, extremist ideologies, and violence that have warped the national fabric are transformed as a nation. And the political nursery of inclusiveness, tolerance, enlightenment, and coexistence in state building should foster critical thinking skills, inclusiveness, and respect for opposing ideologies in future generations of Pakistan. Always the game of political engineering had been organized by the establishment. Now Imran Khan was the beneficiary of this play and got the title Ladla, pampered favorite. The PTI government has enjoyed unprecedented support from the establishment during its more than 3.5 years in power. The PTI's staunch supporters are also frustrated by the party's poor performance, ambiguity, and delays in government affairs.